Hey there, how's it going? What's up, everybody? Irish Orangutan is back to pass along what you need to know to get better at Madden and grow your MUT team. Enjoy the show. Today, I am happy to be able to bring you another top 10. Today, we'll be going over those team builder players that can fit on any team but come with a very low price tag, so you don't have to go out and break the bank to get them. They will be players that everyone should be under 50K, if not even lower than that, by the time you want to go out and purchase them. These players will continue to go down in price over time, but they really are great fits for most teams right now. With our first player at number 10, we have Michael Davis. He just has a great blend of physical stats, and he is also 6'2", so he can go and do a lot of those things against the taller corners streaking down the field and be able to man them up and give them a lot to worry about. He is someone that you might not want to put in intricate zones. Just have him do one job and he'll fit that role well. His man and zone are a little bit low for the best of teams, but with his athletic ability and height, he really will be able to make good plays for you against those Randy Moss types. Coming in at number 9, we have free safety Sean Davis. Again, he has a great ability to just keep up with players. This player would also be a very good user, being 6'1", 92 speed, but also comes in with that hit power of 89. He is not someone that you want covering the most delicate part of the field. He is another player that you want to have fit one specific role, but he will do that one role as well as anybody else can. Because of his speed and athleticism, he just is able to do things that other players are not able to. He is a great fit for Steelers teams, especially because they are in a little bit of a need of defensive backs. But with people playing again with multiple players coming down into the box, he could fit really, really well with that. Coming in at number 8, we have Dante Jackson. He has the ability to run with anybody out there. He also has a little bit of looseness in his hips that allows him to play some of those slot guys that you might be worried about. His man up to 85 in this lower echelon of player is actually very solid, coming along with that speed. You do not want him out there pressing, but he will be able to run with the Tyreek Hills, Brandon Cooks of the world, and do a very great job against them. His jumping also allows him to go up and try to strip the ball away from the likes of Randy Moss as well. But I would not necessarily focus on him as your number one cornerback in that particular spot. He is great playing players in the slot and are a little bit shorter. He can fit a specific role even for the best team. Coming in at number 7, we have a player that is kind of unique in what he is able to do. His physical qualities of being 6'8" and having 84 speed at a defensive tackle position are kind of outrageous. And when you mix that with his block shedding at 89, with him being only an 86 overall player, those are kind of ridiculously high stats, to be honest. His strength is a little bit low, but with being 6'8" and having that speed, you can drop him back and run QB spies and things like that with a player that, as I pulled him up, is going for under 20,000 coins. So that could be a player that could change games for you for 20,000 coins, and I feel as if that is very remarkable. So fitting a specific role, this player will be very, very good for your team. Coming in at number 6, we have a true beast in the middle from the Giants, Dalvin Tomlinson. He has 92 block shed, being 6'3", just a big man up the middle. He can fit a great role for you, and with a lower price tag, it is a great deal for you. He is someone that you can either have as the DT2 and shut down things on the goal line, or put him as your nose and just have a great day of it as well. Doesn't have the greatest speed, but even some players that are coming out with 90 plus overalls are below his speed at that size. So just something to consider and someone that you can really put on your team and help you make a difference against the run. Coming in at number 5, we have Jarquiski Tart. He is tremendous at knocking the ball out and frustrating defenders. He is a good player to potentially also bring down in the box and user, being 6'1", good speed and acceleration, also a tremendous hit power. Does have a good blend of man and zone. Would have been great earlier in the year, but just modest now. So another player that can come in and fit a specific role and do a great job. Coming in at number 4, we have Brandon Copeland. He has a great speed off the side with 88, getting close to that 90 there. He also comes with that 90 power move, so he can come in on those third and fourth downs if you're playing a user that just doesn't want to quit and get after the quarterback. You can put him in a spy and rush him a couple of seconds after the play starts to make sure the wide receivers are not able to get too far down the field and the quarterback is not able to scramble. He can come in and do a couple things for you and just be more like a D Ford if you are more familiar with him off the edge for you. Coming in at number 3, we have Emmanuel Agba. He is someone that you can put at defensive tackle and have 88 speed and 89 acceleration. That is very unique. They are able to move an end into defensive tackle for the price that this player is going for, which is under 20,000 coins. So a terrific budget player for you. This list is more made for the players that are still building, and you don't have to have the best overall team. You can go out and get a couple players on this list, and this being one of them. This player can frighten people lower down on the ladder, and he could also as well if you put him in QB spies further up the ladder. So really a dynamic player that most teams should think about if they're not able to afford a Clowney or a Cleo Mack. Coming in at number 2, we have Trey Waynes. He is someone that has athletic ability, jumping, and also ability to just kind of play by himself and do some crazy things for you. He is also going at a very, very low rate. I have played with him, so I can vouch that he does play very well. And the player that I was playing with earlier in the year was much, much lower on this. He is someone that can get you that pick in solos or can play in the slot and make a difference for you when you're playing head to head as well. His tremendous speed and just ability to be around the ball makes him a tremendous fit on a lot of teams. Coming in at number 1, in my mind, the best budget player that came out of the team builders is this Leonard Floyd. I have played with his lower version card earlier this year, and he is just someone that makes plays off the edge. He is similar to a couple players that we talked about earlier on in the list, but he kind of blends some of the best attributes of those players that we talked about into this particular player. At 6'6", 88 speed, 90 acceleration, he is dynamic and able to do scary things in QB spies, and you add in his 94 finesse move, and this is a player to be reckoned with on almost every team. He is a scary player. Also, he has 86 block shed, so if he gets a power up and you put something on him that helps out the run stuff, is the chemistry I was alluding to. But if you put that on him, he'll also have the 90 block shedding, and it makes him even more scary and can do anything you really want. He is the perfect poor man's Lawrence Taylor. He has a finesse move, which some people want even more than the power move. So, something to consider if you have your scheme based on finesse, or if you don't have a finesse player that you need to take advantage of certain tackles with, this player is someone that you need to consider because he is an absolutely dynamic player. That concludes our little list about budget players that are on defense for the team builders. Again, a lot of these players are being pulled in packs, so their value goes up and down. Compare them with the other players that are out kind of at that position and see what would be the best value for you. But the players that went over today are having those speed boosts and athletic boosts that can really make them last a little bit longer on your team. So really do consider that. If there is anybody that really stands out for your team that I should have added to this list, let me know down below in the comments. But that is what I have for today. I hope to be able to bring you the offensive top 10 today as well. So hopefully we get that recorded this morning so we can pass that along. I appreciate you all and take care, everybody. Thank you for checking into the Irish Orangutan channel. Keep coming back to get better at Madden and grow your MUT team. There will be at least 5 videos up a week, so make sure to subscribe and hit the bell button to see them all. Come by Twitch to engage and hit me up on Twitter at Irish Orangutan. Take care and much love, everybody.